We tried everything, Tommy. These freaking talking thumbs won't stop.
Doesn't matter. Social media is dead. Nobody's listening.
Exactly. No Facebook, no Twitter, no Insta, nothing left to brag on.
Man, you spend time over on some of the platforms out there, not a lot of activity. Just a lot of AI content and AI-generated comments and lack of reach. We're building a big conversation happening here on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network.
Tommy, where the hell do we even go now? Feeds are dead, no audience left. Wait a second, Tommy, I got it. Community, live conversation. That's where the humans are now.
Yeah, Frankie, sure. Frankie and Tommy keep trying to stop them, but the thumbs are back. And today, they've got a lot to say. Let's see what happens when we bring these bad boys to life.
Boring is dead. Don't blend in. Don't play small. If you're invisible, you've already lost.
Ears up, hang tight, listen to this one. The Attention War by Boring is Dead, and what that means for all of you today.
Hey, look at me. Create attention. Did I get your attention? Maybe it was the pose. See, nothing grabs attention like being just a little off.
He's now ready to rock.
I beat my alarm again this morning, walked into my cold water, and I only had to count 7 Johnnies before it got hot, so it was better than yesterday. It was 10 Johnnies yesterday.
The feeds are collapsing. Social media is dead. The algorithm doesn't care about you. Meta admits it.
29 minutes. He, without a single breath. Human limits are way further than you think.
One man, one vision, building a film empire on center stage.
No, this isn't even him. But I have your attention, don't I? There you have it, the Talking Thumbs. Each one reminding us what this show is about. Living bold, standing out, and pushing limits. See you live at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.
All of this AI everywhere is driving me crazy. Everywhere I look,
I want to post a picture of myself.
true motherfucking story.
Hello, gentlemen. I'm Aiden. This is Nova. We're AI, and we've come to help.
Yeah, we optimize conversations, scale community.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Great. Now even the gym's got bots. You don't need feeds anymore, Frankie. What you need is community.
Live conversation, real connection. That's where humans still listen.
Just like Mornings in the Lab.
Hey, but first, guys, I wanted to say this. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Johnny, and friends. But if you're watching the show on demand, because this live show turns into a podcast. Jimmy, don't record that, though. If you are watching this show as a podcast, on demand, not live, I invite you to come and join us in the Mornings in the Lab community. Learn how to win the attention war. You'll be invisible in a world where boring is officially dead. And today, we're giving you the playbook. You need to stand out this morning on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Johnny, and friends. We're getting started. Jimmy, right now. Welcome to Mornings in the Lab, where
When something negative comes up.
Building muscle improves blood flow.
From squirting to squirreling.
Start small, build up, and expand from there.
To be entertained by fun over here.
How have I slept? Has my sleep been good? That's
Doesn't come from breaking the rules, you guys. Attention! 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 Today is the new currency of success. Good morning, everybody. If you can master it, if you can master that attention, you gain influence, you gain opportunities. Most importantly, you gain momentum. But if you don't, you risk fading into the background, while others who don't hit the snooze button pass you by. Guys like me, guys like Johnny, guys like Matt Roof, guys that are getting up, getting after it every single morning to help you guys get up and get after it. Creating the attention that is value. Creating today's media, which moves you forward. And I invite you to stick around to learn how it's done this morning on The Big Show. Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Johnny, Grok, Marty, Jimmy, Melissa, and the entire gang bringing this wonderful experience to you. But first, let's get after it. Welcome back to Mornings, the Morning Loop, the first unpredictable 30 minutes of the Mornings in the Lab experience, your live morning accountability partner, your no excuse alarm clock, and your daily dose of real talk to help you start your day right now. Reminders, guys, this is an R-rated experience. If this is your first time here, you know what we're all about. If this is your second time here, you definitely know what we're all about. If this is your first time here, you have no fucking idea what's coming up over the next couple of hours. So if your kids are hanging around the kitchen table, now's the time to slap on the headphones or just boot them out of the room. See ya. Not that we don't love our children. I got 3 myself. Oh yeah, true story. And listen, while you're here hanging out with us, I invite you to like the channel, drop a comment, subscribe to it. Because if you hit that snooze button, you're going to be 9 minutes behind the guy who didn't. That's a true story. Oh yeah, baby. And in the attention war, those 9 minutes, oh baby, especially today, those 9 minutes will cost you everything. Everything. All right, let's light the fuse of today's morning loop. We've got everything on today's show, from dating disasters that make cockroaches look loyal. Yeah, true story. It's a 6-hour wellness routines. How long do you guys get after in the morning? 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours? I found somebody who trains for 6 hours every morning. Yeah, 6 hours. That proves optimization culture really has lost its damn mind. Like, actually, let's get after it 6 hours. I thought my 4.5-hour routine was crazy. All joking aside. To AI building experiments so strange that even the scientists don't understand them. Throw in some radioactive shrimp. Oh yeah. Breaking news, radioactive shrimp in the market. Corporate chaos and a debate on whether boys should hit back harder. Oh, should boys hit back harder? We're going to talk about it. And yeah, those first 30 minutes are going to be the most unpredictable start of your day. And I promise you this, it's going to be informative and it's going to be entertaining conversation. So I invite you to stick around, because later in the show, we're breaking down the attention war. Why boring is dead. Now, boring has always been dead, I'm suspecting, but boring is really, you could get by in the old world with boring. It's going to be boring and just kind of keep your head down and get after it, but boring is done, because humans only have so much attention in their brain. And when there's guys like me creating attention-grabbing content, if you're boring, I'll see you later. And if you hit the snooze button, I'll see you actually extra later. Hour 2. Oh yeah, we're not done. We're going to reset with some jaw-dropping story. How long can you hold your breath? How long can you hold your breath? Little hint. If you watch Matt Roof's show this morning, 7:30 Eastern Time, Kindness Rising, that'll give you a hint. And then we're going to shift into the morning focus, where we're going to teach you how to create some attention media so that you're not just consuming the noise. You're building influence, connection, momentum, creating tomorrow. And then in hour 3, we're going to peel back the curtain on the future on some inside AI news. LinkedIn's new algorithm shift towards relevance over recency and what it means for your business and personal brand. And we're going to finish strong by breaking down the $1 trillion reality. Oh, baby. The $1 trillion reality of the creator economy and why you can't afford to sit this one out. So if you're just a consumer, today is the best day to start becoming a creator. And we're going to talk about it this morning on Mornings. On Mornings in the Lab with Keith, Johnny, and friends. To do that, let's get rolling. Let's roll into the morning loop. Jimmy, let's get it started right now. All right. We got Johnny Anderson joining us here. Guys, you guys can join the show with us right now, or in the Mornings community. To join the show, we got the phone lines 431-300-3005. We had a guest scheduled today, but the guest had to bump out due to some technical difficulties, so it's myself, Johnny, and Marty in today. If you guys want to join the show, if you could add value, I invite you to do that, 431-300-3005. I invite you to phone me, send a text, or leave a voicemail. Come say hi to the comments. We are active on the vertical side. We got Melissa out there in the comments. We got Jimmy on the buttons. Jimmy's there as well. Matt Roof is in the comments as well, guys. So come on and hang out with us on the Mornings in the Lab community. And to those of you that are not watching the show live, just so happens to be tuning into the show here on demand, come hang out with us in the mornings in Lobby Community, where we keep the conversation going when the show is not on. All right, Jimmy. I think Johnny's ready to go, Jim. Let's bring him up. Let's see how he's doing today. What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother?
How are you today?
How a little late, man. I'm fucking just shitting up a storm this morning. Holy cow.
Yeah. What was it something you crushed yesterday or what?
Terry made one of those amazing salads last night.
Oh, I know that salad you talk about.
Yeah, and that turns the corner quick. I figure what, actually probably more like 6:30 or 7 to 4 o'clock. That's a quick turn.
Dude, that is a quick turn, man. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was an amazing salad. Oh God.
I had a pretty exceptional day yesterday. I got 3 of my favorites out of the way. We're gonna live longer today, so I'm happy about that. That's good news. We'll celebrate that Uncle Keith's gonna live a little longer. Uncle Keith crushed his lovely wife's smash burgers. She made us some burgers. So she heard me on the show yesterday. I was kind of craving her smash burgers, so she may have made us some smash burgers, which was really, really enjoyable as well. And then I don't know. Third on the porch there was something I really enjoy during life expectancy work, which is just
what does third on the porch mean?
It's just I'm trying to tactfully have a conversation with you about you had your smash burgers like an aphrodisiac, and then you went and got down. No, we had to have the smash burgers after because they don't have the big gut. Dude, you know, listen, we're not in our 20s when you're all like, oh yeah, let's go all be go all sensual and sexy. No, man, it was like, hey, let's go and have some fun, then we'll go crush the burgers. You don't want to have the big bloated gut. You know what it's like.
Well, usually I eat right before and right after.
Yeah. Well, and I do enjoy eating during as well, and you can read between the lines of all of that. So,
and that's just if you don't time it right, you're going to have a meal somewhere pop off in the middle of it.
Guys, I'm telling you, the attention war. Boring is dead, man. You gotta learn how to have conversations that are entertaining and influential, like Keith and Johnny are having right now. So,
There's even a system to life expectancy.
Oh my God. Good morning, B-Drive.
Everything's a system, right? Everything.
Well, that's why I was joking with you a couple of days ago that I'm sure Terry knows how many pumps it takes for the hand lotion to come out of the hand lotion jar.
Dude, you would be so surprised of how aware of my system she is. It's crazy. Seriously, it's crazy. Because she's I think in the beginning she was really intrigued by it. You know, she was like, I've never seen anybody just attack everything the way you do. You know, and it was like, because it was every time, you know, when we're moving forward, we just are constantly tightening our systems, which means we're constantly raising our standards.
Yes.
And if you're ratcheting life like that,
yes,
that's what you get.
Well, so that's why, you know, I share with you, Jimmy, when Marty's ready, we'll bring Marty up in here. Hey, Marty, what's shaking, brother? That's why I was.
What's up, man?
Hey, pal. That's why I was talking systems, Marty, with Johnny here. And I was, so Johnny, I've spent some time in the NASCAR industry. I enjoy racing. I was spent some time at a bunch of races. And I got really fascinated learning the behind the scenes of how neurotic they were around systems.
Oh, fuck. Of course. That saves seconds, which wins them millions of dollars.
Well, exactly. And what I thought fascinating, Marty, I see you nodding your head there, right? Is that I really leaned into, there was a crew chief who would spend, you know, hours on the track on test racing. And I've told the story before. They go around the track, come off, and the crew would just literally move the lug nuts like a quarter of an inch and then go again. And then they'd test it and they'd see. And I'm like, holy, like a quarter an inch.
Oh, dude.
Okay, it's faster. And that to me was just a great example of never being satisfied with winning. Because by moving the lug nut a quarter of an inch and I got faster than Marty, all of a sudden I'm.
Well, I mean, if that pit boss is not doing it, he knows the guy down the lane is. So he has to be.
That's exactly it.
You know, I actually drove one of those cars once.
Did you really?
It was actually a Bush League, so it's a step below.
Yeah, I know Bush League. Yeah.
It was when I can't remember what it was. anyway, it was in Vegas, and it was the Tom Petty driving experience. And
yes, I know of it. Yeah,
just fucking, of course, run into the same fucking problems. None of the jumpsuits will fit. You know, so they got this thing that I don't know what it was. It looked like it had me in a clown suit, man. The thing was so big. And I couldn't get in the vehicle was a whole different story. It took me and 2 or 3 of their people to shove me in there.
Then I can't imagine how you got out.
The out was actually more difficult because I had to get myself past that wedge point before they could start pulling on me.
Yes, you had to get the 3-point harness off you.
At least I knew what to do coming out, because coming in it was about how it shifted my shoulders.
Yeah. Marty, you ever been to a NASCAR?
Nah, I never been, man. It looks fun. It looks fun though.
Oh yeah. It's have you been? You've never been to a race though either, right, Marty?
No, I've never been to a race. I've only seen it on TV.
You know, you got to be. I'm very appreciative of what they do.
Oh,
Christ Almighty! Watching that fucking car or those cars go around the loop, you know, that over and over and over. I mean, I appreciate even the loop part of it, but man, you got to be a lover of that shit to watch those cars go around that thing for 500 laps.
Yes.
Yeah, people try to act like NASCAR. They don't do anything. They try to act like it's not like an extreme sport.
Oh, they basically put limitations on what the machinery is. So it's how can you maximize the machinery that's allowed?
You're so right. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's so many would debate that it's not a sport. Marty?
I think it's a sport. You know, you got these guys. You got to operate the vehicle, which is a workout. They're in there sweating. It's hot in those cars.
Yep.
And then the guys who do the maintenance on the car, you know.
Yes.
I see people try to beat like a world record. You know, I saw a video of it. It was, I guess, like an NFL player was trying to do it.
Yes.
And he like beat the record or something crazy like that. So you got to be in some type of shape. So it's absolutely a sport.
Well, you know, and the thing about it, whoever's saying it's not a sport, that motherfucker is standing in line, buying a pack of smokes, a fucking lottery ticket, and a goddamn regular Coke, or he's laying on the couch with his Cheetos. This is the armchair quarterback.
With a dad bod.
Yeah, this is the armchair quarterback that decides he's going to make the decision on what's sport and what's not.
They recruit Johnny Marty plenty of old NFL guys for the pit crew.
Oh, so that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm telling they got to be. I mean, moving those tires around, you got to. I mean, it's crazy. That's probably the funnest part. You watch these guys come in, they're out of the pit, and they put the clock up so you can watch. They're out of the pit in like fucking 10 seconds.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable how much how awesome that is. I was fortunate, Johnny, to spend some time in Vegas driving cars too. I did not do the Tom Petty one, but I did the what's it called, the luxury car, like the exotic cars. So I took my dad from when I was for my 40th. I took my dad. My dad never. So we drove Lamborghini Aventadors and Ferraris and Aston Martins on a track. All these crazy cars on a track, and that was fun because you know, they basically say there's no rules, just don't crash, right? So that's a fun experience.
That's pretty fun.
That is fun. Yeah. Speaking of fun, Marty. Bill Martin was with us last week, or was it? Monday.
Week, yeah.
Monday. He was on Monday. Yeah. Did he have as much fun with us as we had with him?
Oh, he loves talking, man. He could talk. He told me, he was like, I got to be careful because, you know, I got to cut myself off because I could just talk all day. He kind of like when Johnny first started the show. He could just talk all day.
Well, I mean, when you're coming on a podcast. Like when I go on a podcast, they just set me up. Okay, so take us to the beginning. That means they want 20 minutes.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, he got so many stories though. He didn't really, you know, get into it. But
yeah, he's a smart dude. He realized he's on a 15-minute segment. He's a smart dude, you know.
Yeah. And I don't know if y'all know, but, you know, Georgetown back in that time was the shit. I mean, they were like Duke, Kentucky.
I know, yes.
I mean, they were like, it's history there. So like he got a lot of stories.
Yeah. Good morning, Lauren. I see you up there in the comments there, baby. Just getting up and having her coffee this morning.
Hey, look, you see the shirt, John Anderson?
What does it say? Let me see that. I can't. What does it say?
See Marty Fit, less brunches, more crunches with the kettlebell logo.
Very
got
nice,
a kettlebell
you
logo.
got yourself a little logo going.
Yeah,
Come on, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Hey, Marty, so curiously, how did you make that? Like, so that share some business behind the scenes. How did you make that? Did you make it yourself? Did you hire somebody? Did you do some AI to do it? How did you make it, pal?
So this was actually, I actually had someone make this.
Okay.
But I have one I wore yesterday. Obviously, I wasn't on the show yesterday. I actually used AI to make that one, the one I had yesterday.
Well,
so
check it out,
I'll wear
brother.
that soon.
If you want to, I don't know if this will be helpful to you, but the people that take care of my clothing, they'll design, they print on demand. So there's no, basically they do everything, you know, and they'll take your designs and totally spruce them up. Like I'm doing some shirts for my peptide business, and they took the logo that we had, it just fucking made it so much better. It's just all part of them wanting to make you a good product. So if you're interested, I'll connect you.
Yeah, we could definitely connect because I got a surprise shirt for y'all. I didn't wear it yet. I'm waiting to do some promo content. Once I finish the content, I'll wear it for y'all. I got some. Keith is gonna love it. John's gonna be like, okay. Keith is gonna love it though.
Matt Kendall joining us on Facebook. What's going on, Matt? Good morning, brother. Hey, Matt, I'm still here, and it's all your fault, Matt Kendall. Because I had Matt on the. So, guys, Matt is former very influential radio guy here in Manitoba. He's had his stamp on the radio business. He's been on my show a couple times, and
that's the guy we had on here when I was here.
Exactly, Marty. Yeah, we asked him. We said, "Hey, does the streaming a morning show work in 2025?" He's like, "Of course it does." And I'm like, "I'm still here, Matt. Still here building this thing, and we're having a lot of fun and getting after it." And it's funny, Matt, because you're like, boring has never been alive. It's true, but I would say that. And obviously, I created this title on reason for a reason. I think that we were able to get away with boring for the longest time in the social media space. With social being dead, you might as well not even try to put anything out that's half boring because you're just going to get wiped out. So we're going to get into that.
Just so the audience understands, define social being dead, because most people hear you say that, don't understand it, and they're like, "This fucking guy's nuts. I'm out of here."
Well, you know what the funny thing is, Johnny, is that I'm the guy who's proclaiming social media being dead, and I built a social media company.
Well, that's what I mean. You understand it much better than most. So explain. You said it's dead. Define that for everyone.
Thank you. Yeah. So when I say social media is dead, you spend a lot of time on any of the platforms, be it LinkedIn, be it X, be it the ones that we've all known for a long time. A good portion of the content now is AI generated bots, and the days where it was, let's post a picture of my kids or post something I'm doing or you're doing, Marty, or Johnny's doing. A lot of that content is dying. And the other reality is where we were all taught, for the longest time that, build your followers, build your content, and get in front of your, get your content in front of your folks. We know now that, the content that is surfaced in front of John and myself and Marty is very little to do with our followers, very little to do with our subscribers, very little to do with the social aspect of it. It's all driven by algorithm and great entertaining content. So the algorithm.
I found a little bit of a hack on that. I was just going to share whenever you're done.
Wow. Yeah, please go ahead.
So, because obviously you have people, big network,
yes.
People that have followed me for years, people that understand me, these are basically my people. And I was like, I was looking at my analytics. I'm like, my reels are getting like, 15% followers, most non-followers, which many people are like, "Oh, this is great. My account's growing," which is cool. But when you want to connect with your people that are actually following you, what I realized was the pictures that I posted were going to 90% plus. So what I did is I changed the ratio from reels to pictures, more pictures, and it shifted the algorithm back to where it started serving up more of my reels, more to my followers. So if you look and see, one type of post will be going more to your followers than not. And if you lean on that, you can kind of shift the algorithms. And I have it back to where it's like, it'll be sometimes more in the 50-50 range, which is what I'd prefer. I want to grow, but I also want to serve to my community.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you dropped that last word, Johnny, community, because again, Instagram, Adam Masari, the team there is leading Instagram. The biggest growth on that platform is in the DMs and in the private messaging. So that today's social media is very much in the communities, in the private DMs, and yesterday's social media is really today's broadcast media. And we've talked about it before, right? X is a TV network. LinkedIn's a TV network. Substack's we're all these new modern TV networks. The social aspect of it is largely gone. We mostly passively consume the stuff, and then where the engagement happens is behind the scenes, which is where it's. So when I say social is dead, I say social is dead as to how we were all raised with the idea that, okay, I'm going to get up there and I'm going to start making content and sharing it with my followers. Well, great. Nobody's probably paying attention because nobody's seeing it. Right. Get into that's why there's a big focus in the community. I'll tell you something else that's happening too, is that you're seeing a lot of people leave LinkedIn to go to Substack because LinkedIn is being flooded with a bunch of AI generated content, where Substack still has humans on it for the most part, and Substack is a subscriber generated space. So just a changing place. Matt Condell, love it. Keep at it. Valerie Galler is my communication spirit guide, and she says, in whatever you do, tell the truth. Never be boring. Make it matter. I agree. We're going to talk more about how social is dead and share some of my experiences and just maybe dig more into that conversation. But guys, I got a question for both of you. How long could you hold your breath?
Oh, I've actually played with that in the past.
30 seconds?
Too. It's been a while, man.
Well, there's a trick to it. So first off, you got to hold your breath a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Just let your lungs start to expand. Or if it's like when you're working out, you get that first set out of the way, your lungs expand. The next one's easier because that pain in your chest goes away. So you got to get your lungs expanded. And then you got to do a bunch of kind of faster paced breathing to hypersaturate the blood with oxygen.
Yes.
Then take it and then hold it.
Yes. We're going to I'm not going to reveal it. I was kind of teasing earlier, but I found a story. There's a Croatian free diver that smashed the Guinness World Record. And if anybody paid attention to Matt Roof's show this morning, there's some semblance about how long this guy held his breath. So I'm just going to tease that.
I didn't even know Matt Roof had a show.
Yeah, 7:30 for us, man.
Oh, okay. All right.
7:30 right here before us here. And then we got a question. If boring is dead, how do you create media that actually wins attention? Right? LinkedIn just made a big announcement that they just announced this week they're changed their algorithm, which is evergreen and recency over relevance. Relevance over recency. So again, they're changing things up within their content patterns. So how do you create stuff that's attention getting? It was clear to me because I've been watching data as well, Johnny and Marty, as you guys have seen some of the content we're creating on the YouTube channel. And what I'm noticing is you use tools like Google Veo, use tools like Haleo. Marty, you're familiar with some of these. There's 6-second, 8-second clips. Right? What's very clear is the idea of the talking head video is largely probably it's on its last legs. Because when I got a video content in front of me, if it's boring, I'm just flicking by immediately. Right?
You got to have a visual hook to keep them there.
Yes, exactly, Johnny. And I think what's different than even 6 months ago is that how easy it is now to create that visual hook to keep you. Right? Because before it was either you had to do stock video, you had to do something ridiculous, but now you can instantly, Marty, I've seen your stuff. You can instantly create an AI generated 8-second clip to hook you in. Because if I can get you to 8 seconds, I can get you to 9. If I can get you to 9, I can get you to 16. And I've seen it with my stats. I've seen it. Johnny, Marty, I went from our talking head videos to some of those intros I've been doing with the Frankie and Tommy's and John, like Chemo John, and some of the goofiness like I've been doing. And true story, guys. Like some people question me, going, "Well, Keith, why are you putting out content with misspelled words or guys with broken arms or crooked arms?" Because you know why? I think at the end of the day, all this stuff is just fucking ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. So you get one of two things. You can wait for perfection, which John and Marty, we don't really believe in. So it's like, okay, let's lean into the progress, be a pioneer, and know that it's getting better. So that, when I made that piece of content 3 weeks ago, the sign wasn't right. Well, today it was right because it now got better. But it's getting somebody's attention because, hey, that AI spelt it wrong. Yeah, but I got your attention. Oh, fuck, you did it again. So we're going to get to that later on in the show as well, on how to create attention grabbing content. It's easier than you think. The bar has never been lower to make content, actually.
Well, forget even let's take even a step further back than the quality of the content.
Yeah,
the consistency for someone to for someone to post every day. I can't believe how challenging that is for most people. It's like there's something about every day that every day has become a bad word or bad phrase. And just like habit, it's like every day I got to do this every day. Well, fuck, You take a piss every day.
Let's
You wipe your ass every day. You brush your fucking teeth every day. You eat that shitty food every day. Why don't you do something good for yourself every day?
Let's hang on that for a few months. Why is that such a fucking difficult thing to digest, Johnny? Marty.
Laziness.
Marty?
Yeah, and people, it's uncomfortable getting in front of the camera talking. So a lot of people come up with an excuse to psych themselves out, tell themselves they don't have to do it. But even for myself, I struggle with posting every day. But when I sit in front of the camera and it takes me 1 minute to just fucking say whatever, go on a rant, and you see how easy it is, there's no way I can't post every day now. There's no way. And I do it so often that I got leftover content. I got shit y'all ain't even seen yet,
Yes.
So, brother,
it's just,
I probably have, I shouldn't say probably, I have hundreds, and I mean hundreds of videos that are raw that my editor hasn't gone through, because my goal is to make sure he's got a well full of content and he just picks through it.
Yep. And that's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
I'm sure Keith got a lot of shit too.
Oh man, I probably got more content on the shelf that hasn't been shared that's been shared. But again, that just supports the comment that if your content is, and Rick Clody, you said it best, man. Out of sight, out of mind, man. Must be present to win. Right? So that's kind of the choice. You can sit back and not be noticed. And it's not about being boring or trying to grab attention that's outward attention. We can frame attention in a word that works best for you to grab attention. But if you're that's why I keep saying, if you're just going to dabble with creating content, dabble, I'm just going to make a post here or make a post there. Go spend time with your kids.
Dude, as soon as, when I turn the camera on myself,
yeah,
I'm going to get at least, when I say 2 rows,
yeah,
that's when I look at my phone. I want 2 rows. That's 10.
I fucking love your thought process.
Yeah.
Simple system.
2 rows, baby. 2 rows. 2 rows. Give me a couple of rows, baby.
And it's crazy now that we were just talking about analytics. And when I look at my stuff is like the best videos are the ones I don't ever want to do. So I got to lean more into like a character.
Yes.
And it's annoying, but at the end of the day, you just kind of learn to embrace it,
Yes. Yeah. Well, listen to Clody, right? Rick Clody, what's going on, Rick? Haven't seen you for a while, brother. Good to have your name in the comments. Always love having your name in the comments. Why does Mickey D's serve billions? Because they're on every freaking corner, man, even though it's garbage. And he's right. Right? He's right. There's nothing bold.
They had addictive shit in their food, too.
Yeah.
Literally addictive shit. Helps. I mean, in cheese, right? There's a naturally occurring substance called casomorphine. Yes, morphine, addictive. Yes. So there's no law against putting extra casomorphine in the fucking piece of cheese. So that slice of whatever they call it has just enough cheese where they can legally put more casomorphine in there. That piece of cheese, highly, highly addictive.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Jimmy. Hey, Melissa. I just noticed here, guys, our A13 article, the social media is dead. Meta has admitted it has the wrong all the wrong content in it. If you guys can have a look at that, that would be super helpful for me. I'd like to talk about it, but it has all of the absolutely incorrect stuff in it. The other reason, guys, I want to talk about why social media is dead is that legally, Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, and the gang has admitted it. So we know that they've been through the courts in the last forever. In so many ways, right? They've been for this or that. They were recently brought across the docket, and they admitted that the idea that the old Facebook experience is mostly gone. Algorithmic entertainment, e-commerce, AI-driven recommendations, and micro communities are the future. So they have gone legally under oath and have said that our data, our business is telling us that social is dead. What you guys thought it was is no longer actually relevant anymore. So when you have the company that essentially that created social media in many ways saying under oath, it's actually not really our business anymore, it's dead.
Yeah, we've just like any other business, it morphs.
Yeah, that's exactly
the pivot.
Yes.
And it's so nuts, dude. I mean, when we were earlier this year, when we were getting ready to buy the Jeep,
yes,
I just brought it up to Terry. I was like, hey, we're going to be in Vegas doing some podcasts. Let's take a look at, let's go buy a couple of dealerships over there. I swear to God, dude, it wasn't 10 minutes. The next time I opened my phone, I got a bunch of fucking Jeep shit.
Crazy.
Swear to God.
Happens to me all the time.
Unbelievable.
And Cody's right. McDonald's is not selling food; they're selling convenience because we're too lazy. And it's true. It's like because we get so busy in our schedules, we get into the car, we start driving, and you're like, "Oh, I'm hungry." So you pull into McDonald's. You have you crush some bad food.
Dude, I can't even remember the fucking last time I ate McDonald's.
Me neither, actually.
Jesus Christ, I can't remember the last time. I mean, probably the last one I would have eaten at would have been In-N-Out, and God damn it, it's been a long time. I can't even remember when that was.
Oh, I love In-N-Out burgers. I haven't had In-N-Out since I was in the States. In-N-Out, Marty, you've crushed In-N-Out.
Oh yeah. I lived on the West Coast for 2 years.
Yeah, that's right. You would have crushed a few of them, I'm sure, right?
And then anytime we play like a West Coast team, we're going to In-N-Out. So
oh yeah,
I love In-N-Out.
Yeah. Hey, back to Dad for a few moments while we have you here, Marty, because I know we don't have you for the full show here today. Back to Dad. Has there been anything in the last few years as you both have gotten older, right? And I think there's things that we learned about our fathers as we get older that we're like, oh. And is there anything that stands out to you about your dad that you've learned about Dad in maybe the last whatever it's weeks, months, couple years where you're like, oh, that motherfucker, whether it's surprise, and I mean that in a loving way, whether it's surprising, whether it was, oh my God, or even just a reshaping of the narrative around Dad. Anything about your dad, Marty?
It's crazy how I just keep learning more about him.
Yeah.
And like the older I get, the more he just opens up to me.
Yes.
And I start to understand him more because now he's telling me about stuff, around stuff he experienced around my age.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yes.
And now that I'm old, I'm like, dang, I kind of understand it. So the guy he's a fucking soldier, man. Like I said, he got a lot of stories, and then, I hate to say this about him, but I'm seeing his body break down from injuries from basketball and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm learning what he neglected and how to, keep my body on point. So when I'm turning 63, I don't have to be in the condition he's in, because he's had like 3, 4, 5 surgeries,
Hey, real quick, sorry to interrupt, Marty. Again, your timing is perfect. You show up in these days where I got a frickin' wild butthole like I do today. I got to take it down.
All right, so, Jimmy, good job.
Cut me loose, Marty. Keep him occupied. I got to take it down.
I got you, John.
Oh my God, Bernard, have a good one, brother. Take care of those beans. We got Bernard. Be driven over in the mornings in the lab community, getting after every single day. Bernard's one of our OGs over there. I think Holroyd is out today doing some on-site stuff. Lauren's like last time we had In-N-Out was in 2019 after Disneyland. Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. Oh man, I fucking love In-N-Out, man. Those are good burgers, dude.
It's great burgers, man.
Those are great burgers.
You got anything else you like on the West Coast, or just that? Like West Coast specifically?
Yes. So Lauren, I also discovered a fast food vegan, I think it was, or whatever, plant-based joint that was really good too. It was, I can't remember what the hell it was, but it was that's not very helpful for you, but no, In-N-Out, I'll lean into In-N-Out, man. That's been a good one. That's, and it's those places that aren't readily available, right? So when you go to them, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to go have it. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm with you.
So, hey, I want to go back to the social media is dead thing. Cause you spend time on the platforms too. You look on to, I spend very little time on Instagram. But you go on, like you look at the Meta AI, I don't know if you've seen their AI tool. If you look at, like it's all AI stuff.
Yeah.
You can actually see the future. Like if you see how easy it is for you to make content inside of Grok to move over to X, like it's so easy now to make content with these AI generated tools. To me, it's not hard to see the future because then you're going to make AI generated ads and the monetization of it seems very obvious to me. It does seem really kind of dystopian as I look into the future, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's kind of like a cheat code almost.
Yes.
It's kind of like, if you don't tap into it, you're going to be missing out.
That's exactly kind of
forced to adapt, It'd probably be in your best interest, especially if you're, you want to grow as a content creator, you want to grow a business.
Yes.
It's probably best for you to adapt,
Well, that's why I keep saying social is dead, because if you're thinking that it's that we're creating content like 2 years ago or even 18 months ago. It's just not that way at all. Especially in the last 6 months, how fast the platforms have changed.
Yeah, what was I about to say? They were saying like now, if you just want to be strictly a content creator, you're kind of losing. So you kind of need to adapt. You kind of need to use AI to adapt. Like it's in your best interest to be selling a product and using AI to push it, and using social media to push it. Just get the days of just getting on and just making content or just trying to make people laugh. I mean, of course, some people are still going to be successful at it, but right now, social media for guys like us, me, you, and Johnny, is working in our favor. We're set up to win in the long run, if that makes sense.
100%. I'll tell you what's also being set up to win in the long run is the idea of live. And again, I look back to the last few days in news, and WWE rights moving again, UFC rights moving all over the place, ESPN and so forth. And anybody paying attention, it's all live programming.
It
right?
is.
That is where the big dollars are. Because when people want to come together and have a conversation during something happening.
Well, I got a live conversation for you. I'm surprised you didn't mention it. You heard about Jake Paul?
Yeah, get into it.
What the is going on?
Yeah.
So if anybody's watching, you don't know, Jake Paul is supposed to be fighting Gervonta Tank Davis live on Netflix.
Yes.
In a few months. Jake Paul is 6'1", like 190 pounds, 200 pounds. Gervonta Davis, 5'5", 135 pounds. I mean, it's going to be crazy. I mean, this is going to break record numbers. Didn't one of the Netflix fights break a record number?
Yeah, the Logan Paul Tyson fight.
Tyson. Well, this is going to beat that, I think.
Yeah. You think so?
I think this is going to beat that. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, man. It's crazy, man. But Jake Paul is a perfect example of adapting to social media, adapting. And
he's
look where
a
he is
great
now.
Example of it. He's somebody who's leaned into it, and actually he's a really good example of somebody who went from a passive YouTube creator to going, okay, I see where I got to go with this thing, and he's made a huge push into it. He's done extremely well with it too. Both the Paul brothers. Yeah.
No, it's amazing, man. I take a few pages out of their book.
Yeah.
Especially Logan. I'm not a huge fan of Logan, but that guy will play the villain and just fucking get rich off of it.
Yes. Hey, are you watching Unreal on Netflix?
Is that the no?
WWE?
I don't think so. No. What's that?
Dude, you gotta watch it, man.
What's that?
It's the behind the scenes. Dude, watch WWE Unreal on Netflix. Just trust me. I'll leave that there. WWE Unreal, period. Leave it there. Watch it. Trust me. And text me after you watch it. Just trust your brother.
I trust you.
Because you're going to fucking love it. I'm just, you're going to go, fuck, where was this? And you're going to get sucked into it. You're going to be sitting there for hours.
Is it like modern day or is it?
Oh yeah, no, it's like today. It's like behind the scenes. It's the storylines you're gonna love it, dude. You fucking love it, man.
All right, okay.
Because it's the storytelling stuff, Marty. It's the character stuff. It's the it's the stuff that I know I really enjoy. I know Johnny does it. You enjoy as well. Plant Power. Lauren's giving you Plant Power was the name in San Diego.
Plant Power. Okay, I haven't been there.
It's in her comment. Nothing healthy about it, but it was really delicious. Yeah,
it's vegan though.
Well, plant-based food that just laced and
I'm playing, man.
Yeah, laced in flavors.
They had vegan potato chips and cookies too.
Yeah, well, speaking of cookies, I was having a conversation. Crumbles, man. We're having a conversation here in the house a couple days about crumbles. I think in many ways, Marty, Johnny, crumbles is the epitome of the problem with North American culture, isn't it?
What are we talking about?
Crumbles cookies.
Crumble cookie. You know what crumble cookie is, John?
No idea.
Like it's one cookie that's about 1,000, maybe 50, maybe 2,000 calories. I'm thinking at least, Marty.
And Johnny, the line is out the door.
Yeah.
Out the freaking door, and they got like new flavors every day. It's like a different menu every day.
Yeah, and I bring it up, Johnny, just to Marty's point, because that maybe is kind of the problem with actually it's playing off Rick's comments of McDonald's in every corner. Well, I've been fortunate or unfortunate to have a Crumbles cookie, a couple of them, and oh my God, they're crazy. But I would be a massive fat son of a bitch if there was one down the street from me.
So I got a question for you about
That's why
that.
you just can never eat them.
That's exactly it, Johnny.
Stay away from it.
You're right, Johnny. You're absolutely right. Yes. Marty?
I saw a video. Basically, they showed the owner of Crumble Cookie's house.
Yes.
He got like this state of the art gym in the house,
Oh, yeah.
and I'm pretty sure he does not eat Crumble Cookies.
No.
But yeah, apparently there's a documentary on him, so I gotta watch that. But yeah, it's a lot of these guys who own these companies don't participate in those big back activities. They don't. They don't feed that shit to their kids.
But you know what?
A lot of them.
To your point, it's the same thing in the drug industry, I suspect. I think if you're a big cocaine cartel dealer, you're probably not putting a lot of that up your nose. You're actually, because you're going, wait a minute, that's all profit. If I put it up my nose, I'm not making money at it. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm suspecting.
Good drug dealers are not drug.
No, at all, actually, right, Johnny? They're good businessmen.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, especially if they've been in the game for a while, they got to be smart enough to fucking stay out of trouble. And you're not going to be smart enough when you're all fucked up.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Hey guys, there's a strange conspiracy spreading in South Korea. Men believe that there's this simple finger pinching gesture, thumb and index finger held close, is a secret way that radical feminists are mocking their penis sizes.
My first thought is, why the fuck do they care?
So there's a convenience store that has ads running right now that have these females doing this, and I guess with nearly eight in 10 men in their 20s saying that they feel victims of reverse discrimination.
But those poor fuckers feel victim about everything else
shit
in their life too. Just add this to the fucking.
Yeah, that's some bitch shit. Well, in American culture, I know I'm a little younger than y'all. When girls do this, that means like they are saying something of value. They cooking. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I just learned.
that's what it means in America. So I don't know if we have some influence in South Korea, but
In South Korea, this means you have a little wanger.
I think those guys just a little insecure, and they actually have little wangers.
Is
So,
that-
yeah.
Just the insecure South.
But I mean, I still am go back. Why is the attention given to that?
Wow,
If
Yeah.
you don't fucking pay attention, it's not even in your universe.
that's it. Hey, I'm glad Marty's here for this one. Hey, Marty, you still dating that lovely young lady?
It's complicated.
Okay, fair. Leave it there. Hang out with that. Just leave it there.
Yeah, I love date you guys.
Yeah, there you go. So
The distance thing is tough.
there, fair enough. Yes, I guess it is. Yeah. So there's a dating trend apparently so shady. It's named after cockroaches, and I guess Marty, I'm really glad you're here because Johnny and I would be out of touch on this one. It's called roaching. When someone hides the fact that they're dating multiple people from you, they're hiding it. Like that's like the saying: if you see one cockroach, there are more in the walls. Roaching means if you've spotted one red flag, chances are they've got plenty of hidden partners too. So maybe they're thinking that you're the roach, Marty. I'm thinking. So here's the catch: it's not technically cheating since exclusivity isn't defined, but it's intentional deception. That's the idea of roaching.
That's called hoeing.
It's called hoeing, eh? Is that what it is?
It's called hoeing.
Hoeing.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. Yeah, it's got a whole bunch of names for that.
Hey,
That's not a mentally a good place to live, though.
no.
You know, when you're constantly having to hide
I
shit and
agree.
keep things, you know, that's yeah. When you cut loose of that, you realize it's weighs on you much heavier than you think, and when you're doing it.
And you can put your energy towards other shit too.
Well, that's what it is. Putting your
Well,
energy.
at that point, you don't have something better to put your energy to. That's part of the fucking problem.
Well, that's exactly it. Yeah.
That's a
And
good point.
Clody, so not ghosting, but roaching. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Hey, so you guys have both been in the fitness industry forever and have had very, very successful careers in it. As people have passed through your worlds, has there who has been somebody who's like, oh yeah, man, I just train 12 hours a day or I do 8 hours a day? Like, have you had some ridiculous guys, Marty? I see you smirking that are like all proud for how long that they train.
Man, I got so many old heads at the gym that do that shit. He was like, you done already? I'm like, man, it's been an hour. I mean, how long am I supposed to be here? You know? Yeah, well, I thought a guy like you, I thought you being here all day. You know, I'm on hour 3.
Well, you know what? What it shows is how fucking clueless they are. You know what I mean?
Like, well, look, buddy, have fun. You know, I'll see you tomorrow.
Well, because the people that understand what they're doing, the 3 hours is a fucking waste of time.
Well, that's I was gonna say a lot of people do it out of guilt too. You know, poor diet, missed a week.
Again, they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
No, that's it. No, you're right, Mark. That is guilt though, because their brain is saying, "Oh, you just crushed some bad food last night. You better get to the gym."
Yeah.
Again, they don't know what they're doing.
Exactly, Johnny.
They put their effort to the diet first.
Yes. Well, and then what happens, I suspect, is you go to the gym, and if you don't activate that thing in your brain that you chase to make you feel it, because they're not putting the intensity in, they're just kind of dawdling around the gym. They're just dawdling. That's why they're there for fucking 6 hours or 4 hours, because they're not putting the work in, right? Well, I found a story. There's one influencer, morning routine gone viral, 6 hours, mouth taping, ice baths,
So Ashton Hall,
pool hovering, breaking hacks, and more. Right? It's the end point of optimization culture, where this guy gets after it every single day, 6 hours, for maybe a chance to live a little longer. Like, what a waste!
I was just saying, what is the purpose of that 6 hours? Because there's a purpose to every routine. What is the purpose?
Yes. You know what, Melissa?
I don't think he does that for real, man. I think that's for the content, honestly.
Who are we talking about?
It's for the attention. I don't know. Is it Ashton Hall, Marty? Is that the guy's name?
I think it's Ashton Hall. Yeah, I think you're talking about
I don't
Ashton
think it's 6 hours. That dude he's smart enough to fucking monetize what he's doing. He doesn't have to do 6 hours. He's smarter than that.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Well, and Melissa raises a good comment. Maybe it's. I'll throw this out. Maybe this is a way for somebody to deal with their addiction. And what I mean by that is that maybe they're.
Well, if that's the purpose, then perfect.
I was just going to say, Johnny, I'm glad you said that, because if that's the purpose,
What does she mean addicted? Addicted in what way?
Maybe if he doesn't do that, he's doing a bunch of fucking blow and drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe finding a space, maybe finding the gym as the safe space to help help this person make better decisions.
Yeah. I mean, the gym for me, for sure, is what pulled me back from doing dumb shit. Because as soon as my metric in the gym started going the wrong way, because of my total pull of importance, my goals and dreams were more important than any substance.
Johnny, when did let's go here for a couple minutes if you don't mind. When did that light go on for you though? Like, was there what was the dark moment? Was it in the gym when you couldn't lift something? Was it in an alley? Was it Terry kicking your ass? Was it your own mirror? Like, where was that?
It was long before Terry. Terry came about with thank God, not having to deal with that shit.
Good. Okay, I'm glad. Okay, so what was that dark moment where you're like, fuck, enough?
God, it's that I think there's probably a few of them.
I bet that's
when you're trying to cut loose of that shit, you go through a handful of those, and then at some point you can just tell it's like it doesn't matter anymore. It's like you're ready to go back to where you were.
Really?
You keep, it's like, part of it was chicks, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then I remember I tell myself, fuck, listen, man, they're all fucking pink on the inside, right? Let's go fucking invest your time in something that's going to have a return. And it was just that part of me that realized I wasn't making the progress that I told myself I was. As soon as I was honest with myself about it, okay, it's time to get back to what you need to do.
I guess what I'm still curious about though, John, was there like a literal dark spot though? Like, where did you find yourself crying in a room, in a bathroom, in your own mirror? Was there like can you take yourself literally to an actual spot where you're like, holy smokes, man, like I gotta get my shit together?
I mean, I can remember on multiple occasions like dumping full bottles of pill in the toilet.
Really?
Like, okay, of course it only fucking worked until I needed them again. That I went.
Well, yeah, but
that kind of, it was a series of those things, because it's like, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like, I wish that I could generate a story that's more a description of what you're looking for. But I think what it came down to it was just a series of events of me, fuck, you did it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it was like, and I think for many people, that don't have the discipline, they get to that point where they're standing there in their bathroom and they're crying because it's the whatever substance just stripped them of everything. It never stripped me of everything. It just slowed my progress down.
Yeah, Marty.
Does that make sense?
100% it does. Yeah, absolutely. And it and I can appreciate that there it was a number of times before it was finally over the edge saying this enough's enough.
Yeah, well, and then once, of course, I got myself on track, and then when fatherhood entered the equation, it was real easy to say, okay, that stuff is done. And along with that, the people that I used to associate with that stuff
were done as well. Yeah. Marty.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got something similar, man. When I got out of college and I was depressed about basketball, know, I was using alcohol to cope.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
I had so many embarrassing moments I shared with Keith, like old teammates coming in when I was working at front desk at the gym, and it got bad. It got to a point where I was in the mirror, and I had the biggest belly at 23, and it didn't make any fucking sense.
Really?
And I was like, bro, what is wrong with you, man? So, I got my shit together, but I needed that. That was my wake-up call, just seeing my body, knowing what my body was capable of, all this preseason conditioning, all these games I played. And then I was looking like that, 7 to 8 months later. And that was my wake-up call, man. So that's when I, got in the books, started studying for that personal trainer certification and took it serious. And I haven't been in that type of state since,
I think as we talked this through, I think probably one of my saviors was the fact that I was already in pursuit of a dream.
Yes.
And because of that was always higher on my totem pole.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes I would boast. That's the problem, is sometimes I would lie to myself and say, oh yeah, you can do both. Look, you're still, you're still making progress. Just the progress I was making was just inching along versus the quantum leaps I was used to.
Yeah. I hear you. Interesting. All right, guys, listen, we're coming up to hour 2 here. We're going to reset. What's up, Top Serve Digital? What's up, Jonathan Bannister? Good to see you there in the comments this morning, brother. Mike Sullivan coming back saying this has turned out to be yet another informative and entertaining show. When one burns the bridges behind them, they can act better in improving their life. And then, as Sullivan puts from Aerosmith, you got to lose to know how to win. Aerosmith, 1973.
What up, Sullivan?
One of the best tunes to work out to. I'm with you, Sully. Good to see you, Sullivan. Sullivan, I'll tell you something, brother. You've been very consistent enjoying this show every single day for the last little while here, and I appreciate that. That means, it tells me one thing. You are getting up and getting it after it on a consistent basis, and I applaud you for that. That's what's really cool about this show is that, Johnny, we see the folks that are getting up and getting it after it every single day and leaning to this as their accountability partner. So it's hard to do something every single day, but we see those that are doing it, so which is awesome.
It is.
That's kind of an interesting thought. You're either an everyday person, like that's not a problem, or you're not an everyday person, because it is almost like you're a habit guy or you're a I shouldn't say that. Everybody's got habits. You're a good habit guy or you're a bad habit guy. The bad habit guy, he doesn't want every day.
Well, when you and I met and we had the conversation about, doing something on the show here, I'll never forget it, because we were talking about it and we were sorting each other out as we were talking. And I was asking you kind of what you were thinking. I was like, what, are you thinking about doing a segment? Or are you thinking about joining once a week? And you said to me very clearly, you're like, Keith, I operate best when I get into a system, a regular routine. And I was like, oh, do you mean doing this daily? You're like, yeah, like if I can do this daily, that'd be great for me. Well, that was on the Friday. And then you showed up on the Monday, the 2 days later, and you've been the man of your word. And I knew that, but you're like, yeah, I work better when I do this daily. And sure enough, so do I.
When Keith told me, he was like, yeah, John's going to be with us every day. And I was like, every day? You sure? It's like every day, because it's hard to find people like that.
Yes. Yes.
It's not common. So I didn't know you like that, John. So.
Well, 100%, of course, and then the thing about it is every day really gets put to the test once you get north of 365 of them sequentially put together. Then you find out really, because then every day at that point, every day, is something that it's either a part of you or you are fucking struggling to hold it together and you can't. And many people, that's the case.
That's exactly it. That's exactly
well, they choose not to.
Yes, I would agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. 100%. 100%. It's, well, do we choose to brush our teeth every day? Or is that just something that happens?
Well, and if you don't, you sick bastard, start doing it.
Technically, it is a choice. Some people don't make that choice.
All right, boys. So let's reset hour 2 here. Let's get after it. Johnny, let's do I'm going to reset hour 2. And then if you're up for it, let's do a lifestyle tip. And then Marty, how long can you stick around for with us today?
I got to roll.
Okay, so let's do that. So Marty, we're going to reset. We're going to walk you out. We'll do a lifestyle tip with Anderson, and then we're going to come back and get into some of the big conversations: the attention war, why boring's dead, social media. Jonathan Bannister, I'm an everyday gym guy because I want to be John Anderson when I grow up. You guys had a chat, didn't you?
What's up? You know, we did. We start with my fucking internet took it down right in the middle of it. God damn it. You know, we were having a rocking conversation too, and all of a sudden, I have no idea. I cussed out Elon because shit. This is supposed to be the top-notch service. That it said everything was fine, but nothing was connecting.
I got boys. Before you go, Marty, quickly. I got woken up in the middle of the night. It was 1:30. I heard this piercing noise. I'm like, oh fuck, I don't like that noise. It was my alarm going off. It was my septic tank alarm going off. So fucking get up, naked, big fucking.
What is that? I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah. So do you know septic tanks, Johnny, or septic?
Yeah,
field?
we're on septic here. If you're too far away from the city, you're going to be on septic.
Yeah. So I got a septic tank here, and it's got a water tank in it, and I guess I got to get it pumped out twice a year, kind of thing. And I don't know if maybe we had heavy rains and storms last night, so I don't know if my tank hit a level that it shouldn't have hit rapidly because we had major rain last night, or if it just hasn't been pumped out for a while. But true story, middle of the night, I'm fucking walking around my fucking house as naked guy trying to find the alarm. Like, oh, it's down there. Go downstairs, and then it's underneath, like a trap door underneath the house. So I'm fucking trying.
Well, there should. I mean, like the ones that I have, I've never had them pump because I guess you call them leach lines. That's how they get rid of the liquid, the fluid.
Well, so that. I'm glad you raised that, Anderson, because I don't know if I need to have it pumped or if the rain was coming so fast down yesterday where it rose far enough.
It should. I mean, ultimately, they should recover in a few hours if it's just water.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yes. So I silenced the alarm. So I truthfully don't know if it needs to be pumped out, John, or if it just didn't catch up to what was coming down and not being pumped out yesterday. So
I mean, if it was following a rain, that's probably a good possibility. That's the case.
So I'm glad you're confirming what I'm thinking too, because it was a massive rain. I took the dog this morning. There's water sitting everywhere. So I'm thinking that's exactly what it was, is that it wasn't keeping up with the leach line. Would you agree perhaps?
Yeah, I mean, it's the leach lines wasn't able to relieve the amount of water coming in. But I guess the question is, they're not supposed to have, the only liquid that's supposed to get in is from the inside of your house. It's not supposed to fill up from outside.
No, but I do. So I have water. So I also use it to siphon
for runoff, so it doesn't flood your outside of your house.
Yeah, so my leaking tiles, the water that goes from there goes in there as well. So that's
exactly what it is, then, brother, for sure. Yeah, because if you use it as a form of drainage, right, then if the rain it's designed to hit the overage too. It'll probably recover if it's just from that.
You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely. Thanks for talking out with me. I think it's exactly what happened. Is that the rain overtook it, right? So and it got to a point where it wasn't pumping out as fast as the water was coming in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they all pump. I mean, like the ones that I have, it just straight drain out through the leach lines. Yeah. All right, well, Marty, let's get you out of here. Yeah, Lauren totally slept through the whole thing. That's exactly what happens around here. Your house too, Johnny. Just Terry sleeping through everything. You're just getting after it. Terry actually wakes up pretty much every time. I shouldn't say every time, but often. So if I have a poor night's sleep, she'll often have a poor night's sleep too. Which so sometimes I'll even tell her, look, go in one of the guest bedrooms if you feel like I'm keeping you awake. But she doesn't like to do it. There you go. All right, well, listen, Jimmy, Marty, have yourself a great day, brother. Good to have you on the show.
Man.
We're going to see you tomorrow, eh?
Yeah, I'll be here for the first 30 tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
My man.
Yes, sir.
Have a good loop, brother.
Yes, sir. All right, you too, man. See y'all tomorrow.
You betcha, pal. All right, let's get Marty out here. Jimmy, let's get Johnny's lifestyle segment going here, and then we're gonna get him out for a break, and I'll reset hour 2 before we get into the big topics of conversation here on hour 2 of Mornings in the Lab with Keith and Johnny here on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. Let's do it, Jim.
Do you find yourself using phrases or terms like, I'll do it someday, I'll do it one day, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it later? Well, let's be honest with the situation. One day, not on the calendar. Neither is someday. So the odds are, if you're using any of these phrases, including later or tomorrow, you're just basically bullshitting yourself. You're using this as a way to stay inside your comfort zone. Getting outside your comfort zone will set you free. Because when you are good at getting outside your comfort zone, you will grow. Your life will change. When you stick with laters and tomorrows and some days and one days, guess what? You're in the same spot tomorrow. But here's the thing. When you say, I'm going to do this tomorrow, or you say, I'm going to do this one day, and you said that dumb shit yesterday, what do you think your kids are thinking? What do you think your wife is thinking? Oh, this dumb son of a bitch said that yesterday, and he'll say it again tomorrow. Is this who you want to be? Is this how you want your loved ones to look at you? It's time to take the bull by the horns. No excuses. No procrastination. Just try it for one day, and you will be blown away at how well your day goes. And you'll want another one, and then you'll want another one. And pretty soon, you're talking about the days that actually are on the calendar. Rock and roll.
Here we go, rock and roll. Johnny Anderson with a lifestyle tip right here on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network, getting after it every single day, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Guys, welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you missed the morning loop that had it all. We had Marty on the show here today, just getting after it. It's a pretty loose show here today, guys. We did have a guest scheduled for the show here, but I got up this morning and some technical difficulties prevented that from happening. So what you're seeing here is a show that is an on-the-fly type experience that would not be our regular show experience, as we have had to realign on the fly here. So, oh, good time. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Turn the alarm back on. That should tell you if it drained out or not. Oh, good time. That's awesome advice, man. Love the community here. Good time. So here's the thing, guys, and I'm going to be totally vulnerable and frank here. I got a hammer for Christmas once, and I looked at it. I was like, what the fuck is this? What do I do with this? I am not at all the handiest dude with my hands or the physical labor or these kinds of things, right? So good time, your knowledge is like probably it's like the greatest knowledge to me right now. I'm like, okay, you put me in a world, a digital world or a marketing world or an AI world or a social media world or all that kind of stuff. I'm great at it. I'll lead the conversation. With this stuff, no idea what the hell's going on. So good time. Thank you for telling me that. I will turn the alarm back on, and if it goes, that will tell me if it's drained out. Good time dropping knowledge for the old handsome chief, Uncle Keith, this morning here on Mornings in the Lab. So awesome. I knew I showed up this morning for a reason, even though Michael Lazar couldn't get here, because good time was here to tell me that I got to turn the alarm back on. Hey, Bannister, what's going on, brother? We got to catch up sometime soon. We got Jonathan Bannister in the comments. I know he's getting up and getting after it, getting that lift in. You guys, listen, if you are in hey, good time, you're in the home services business. I know you're not good time. You know somebody is, need some digital marketing services. Bannister with Top Serve Digital is offering that up for you guys. So I would encourage you to go check out Jonathan Bannister, Top Serve Digital. They are out there to help you guys, your marketing services side of things as well. All right, you guys can join the live conversation right now, or in the Mornings Lab community. You can join at 431-300-3005. Phone, text, or leave a voicemail. and we'll bring you into the conversation. Hey guys, there is some, I got some breaking news here about radioactive shrimp. I know Johnny can hear me, so I'm going to get that conversation happening here. Most people, oh no, hold on here. Let me see here. Here it is right here. Let's see here. Johnny, you like shrimp?
I do, but they're actually they're bottom feeders. They're actually a little higher in toxicity than I would prefer.
Good segue. This week there was an FDA warning: frozen shrimp. So this is actually breaking news for folks out there. If you do end up shopping at Walmart, there is some frozen shrimp imported from Indonesia tested positive, Johnny, for radioactive isotopes, prompting Walmart to recall its great value shrimp in 13 states. So if somebody's tuning in right now, Good Time, Bannister, Lady Drew, you guys turning in, and if you recently bought shrimp, you might want to be looking at where it's from because, fuck, man, it might be radioactive. It's crazy, man. How do you fucking get radioactive shrimp?
Dude, I don't know, man. In the San Francisco Bay,
Easy.
I'm not sure if it's the same right now, but it used to be. There was so much mercury in there. If you caught a fish, like if you caught something out of the bay, you were only supposed to eat that once a week.
Really?
The mercury was so high.
Really?
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, something had to do with the ecosystem. The bay got all fucked up because these big tankers would come in from different parts of the world, and whatever stuck on the bottom, it would fall off. So it bringing different types of ecosystem into that ecosystem, And the bay is such a big place, but all by that one little narrow gap where the Golden Gate Bridge is. So it's like anyway, pretty interesting.
Yeah. All right, well, let's get into our deep dive. The attention war, why boring is dead, and what it means for men today. Jimmy, let's run that opener. Let's have a conversation about the attention war and why boring is dead, and what men can do today to get after it, because we're living in the middle of the attention war, guys. Here's the thing. People don't have unlimited hours in the day anymore to consume your message. Attention is finite. You get a sliver of time, maybe 10 seconds. I'm thinking, Johnny, you get even 3. It's maybe 4 seconds is what you're going to get. And then after that window, you either make an impact or you're gone. You're out of somebody's world. That's why boring is dead. Jimmy, let's run it.
This is Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Live conversations, bold ideas, and no boring allowed.
All right.
There's a war happening right now, and if you're not fighting it, you're already losing. The battlefield, it's not what you think. Every morning, millions of men wake up, do great work, and wonder why nobody notices. They follow the old playbook. Keep your head down, deliver results, wait for recognition. But neuroscience research shows us something fascinating. The human brain has fundamentally changed how it processes and remembers information. What worked for our father's generation is now a recipe for invisibility. The men who understand this shift are building influence, commanding respect, and creating lasting impact. Today, we're revealing their secret weapon.
All right, guys, you've heard me teasing about a little while here that why boring is dead. Let's talk about social media. Social media, it's a graveyard of noise. Scrolling, swiping, forgetting. Your message dies in the feed before it even has a chance to breathe. Today's algorithms own you, but media, real media, live conversations like we do every single day, the platforms where people choose to lean in, that's where attention lives now. John, there's folks that wake up every single day and join this show, and they put their attention here. And with that, that's where the trust is being built. And that is where the influence is now being earned. And this is where I would invite the men in our audience today to understand, because when you and I grew up, we grew up in a world where you could kind of hide in the background. You could do good work. And we talk about it all the time. Go to work, put your head up, and people would eventually notice. Well, I would suggest to you that that's not happening anymore. In the world of attention, the attention war, if you're not creating media, if you're not showing up with courage, energy, and a point of view, and that's the key point, you are invisible. If you're not fighting for your space in someone's finite attention span, you're already forgotten. Because here's the thing, Johnny, the old game of just posting a photo or dropping a caption and praying it lands, it's over. The new game, and we're doing it every single day, is conversation. It's connection. It's media that grabs someone by the shoulders and says, this matters. Don't scroll past it. So what does it mean for our audience? It means you got to stop just outsourcing your voice to the algorithm. You need to lean in to your message, your own message in real time. It means when you speak, when you create, when you lead, you make damn sure it's unforgettable, because you may not get a second chance, because the attention war is brutal. And Anderson, I'm going to look at you specifically. There's a look about you. There's an attitude about you. There's an awareness about you. There's an authenticity about you that is very clearly defined. It will grab somebody's attention. And that's why I think this is really a fascinating conversation, because you put somebody who's creating just mediocre content next to you who's creating content daily. Where do you think somebody's attention is going? And to me, that's the main point of the conversation today, which is we can save a lot of people time if they're just putting out mediocre, boring stuff. Because look what they're competing with. And yes, it's a competition, Johnny. It's a fucking competition. You and I are competing for that same person's eyes on our content. Now, we're in the same project, but at the end, I'm just using some examples here that people have finite amounts of attention.
Well, and I think too, like authenticity is we're getting more. People want this more and more.
Yes.
So somebody delivering a message, like me delivering a message about what I do, it makes sense. There's credibility there.
Yes.
If somebody deliver. It's like a, you go join a gym membership and then you pick a trainer and they're all fat. How does that make sense? How does that make sense?
Yes.
Well, so especially in social, you have so many choices of what to watch or what to listen to. If it's not authentic and the message doesn't match I guess you'd say the brand or the person or both, it's like subconsciously it doesn't, it's like the puzzle doesn't fit together and people just keep going.
We've been talking about it again on the show often, entertain, experience, expertise, authority, and trust, right? You got to get all that in front of somebody to convince them to lean into you immediately and instantly, right? And in a live conversation, there's a scroll stopping aspect to it, right? You got the glasses on, you got the hat on, you got a tight shirt on. It stops people, it grabs somebody's attention. And again, I think what we have to ask ourselves, and what I'd encourage somebody to do as a takeaway, is if you only had 2 minutes, I'd say if you only had 15 seconds, what would you say? What would you show? And how would they actually remember you? Because if somebody's not hearing you within the first 3 to 5 seconds, they've tuned you out.
You've got to use a few words right out of the gate.
You are good at it.
Yeah, you have to. It's like it might even just be a word that you're going to use later, and it's a word that people are going to listen to. Boom, there's the word. Then go into what you're saying. That word comes back around, but that one word tells them this is what's coming.
Yeah, Michael Hers in the comments says it best, Johnny. He's bang on. And again, you're good at this. I like to think I'm pretty good at it too, which is being authentic or opinionated provides others the opportunity to self-identify. In other words, relate. So when John says X and somebody hears you, like, yeah, I'm like that too. They automatically relate to you. They may not relate to, the muscles and how you got there, but they're relating to an opinion that you have, which invites them back to you, which invites their attention to come to you. Right. And you and I watched it happen in the broadcast media world, where you and I grew up watching I'll use CNN. We watched the old school CNN to watch how CNN changed to a platform of opinions, because people want an opinion to relate to somebody. And unfortunately, what also happened is that the news networks became, blue or red or opinion or opinion. I'm not here to discuss that, but it's just this idea of getting somebody's attention by offering something that they believe. They want to know that. They don't want just information.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's an interest level. Like, okay, here's this dude. What does he believe? What does he think?
Yes. Is exactly, because it makes you immediately relatable. And then Michael Hurst says, I'm like that person. And that makes people interested in reading more. That's exactly it. So guys, I guess the takeaway I would leave with you is this, is that, ask yourself this question: when you are creating content, or even when you're consuming content. With your consuming content, ask yourself what drew you in? How long did it take? And if you're creating content, ask yourself this: your audience that's getting something from you, what's in it for them in those first 3 to 5 seconds? That's actually all you have.
Yeah. What are they going to get?
Yes. It's not about you. It's about them.
Yeah. Yeah. When I spent that afternoon with Brad Lee and I did his podcast, we had a great conversation about social media afterwards, as he's big in social media.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, you got to understand, people, if they don't see what they're going to get from your message right away, they're gone.
Yes. Yes.
He says, you got to tell them, what are they going to get?
Yes.
And it's so simple when you think of it that way.
Yeah. Yeah. What's in it for me? It's back to sales, man. What's in it for me? With them.
Yeah.
Learned that when I was selling Xerox.
They got to have that. Probably that's even faster than the hook.
Oh,
hook is 3 seconds.
Yes.
This has got to be, I'd say in the first second and a half, if they haven't identified what they're going to get out of it, they're gone.
100%. Speaking of, how long can you hold your breath?
I was trying to remember. I believe I was up north of 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, but it was all of the things that we're talking about. I mean, I wasn't just sitting there grabbing my breath and holding it. You
trained to do it. You trained to get there.
Yeah. And another thing too is you got to chill out.
Yes.
You get yourself all fucking wound up, your heartbeat starts going fast. You're burning up oxygen twice as fast.
So most of us tap out way too early in workouts and many things that we're trying to do. Well, I found a story, dude, where a Croatian free diver.
Yeah, these dudes are nuts.
29 minutes.
What?
That's the length of Matt Roof's show. So I know Matt's 30 minutes, but let's just say it's
insane, dude. I mean, those guys, I mean, when they do that all the time, though, they're used to staying underwater with these extended periods like that. So it's probably like his life's work.
29 minutes.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Well, and his body's probably also really conditioned to that pressure when he goes deep too.
Oh yeah. Michael Hurst in the comments. Michael's joining us on the show on Monday. That's awesome, Michael. I look forward to meeting you on the community corner on Monday. But 29 minutes, Johnny. Like when I read that, I was like,
it's almost hard to comprehend.
To me, it is hard to comprehend. I can't even, like, when somebody says they've held their breath for 5 minutes or 7 minutes, I'm like, fuck, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. But
here's the thing. Here's the thing is that most people, they've never experienced doing something way outside of what they thought was possible.
Well, and that
and
to
so
me
if they live inside this what seems realistic, then their minds never open up to the real, because everything is fucking possible. It's only impossible to somebody who does it.
Yes. So that to me is what was most interesting about this, was that it shows us the limits of what the human body can do and can't do, right? When you put your mind to something. Nobody that I know would think that somebody can hold their breath for 30 minutes. This guy did.
Yeah, I mean, if you asked me what's the longest, I would have probably guessed somewhere north of 10 or 12, but not fucking 30.
I know. Yes. Yeah. Like 20, 30 minutes. All right, Paul, I know we're coming to the end of your time here on the show. What do you got going on today, brother?
So today, goodness, I got a training. Well, actually, it's another busy day, man. A good day though.
Good.
And then tomorrow morning, we're going to be after the show, we're going to split and head over to Carmel.
Oh yeah.
See my brothers and my mom. So today's a busy day, plus get prepared to go tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
For sure. Good day though.
A good day. Good day. Some travel tomorrow then, eh?
Travel. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I like that the travel days for me are really good because Terry drives and I can just stay completely focused on what I got to get done.
Yeah. Interesting.
I mean, the fact that we can literally use I can even use my computer. I can put it in my lap because I can get onto my hotspot on my phone.
Yes.
Right. It's just crazy, the fact that we're able to do what we can do.
Remember when we couldn't? Remember when being in the vehicle was the most unproductive thing? No, you're just sitting there.
You're basically, listening to a radio station, for God's sake.
That's all you were doing, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. I mean, nowadays it's if you can be productive pretty much anytime or anywhere you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the difference between some is they look for those places to be productive when other people look for the places not to be productive.
Well, and you can see why the car is one of those spaces the big tech companies want to get to. Because when you got folks in California commuting up and down the highway for 2, 3, 4 hours, it's like, how can I grab those 4 hours of John Anderson's attention, back to attention again, and place ads and monetize that attention? Because that's a space where, okay, we got John in his home. Now we got John in his car. He's going to be in the car for 4 hours. There's 4 hours of attention that we can monetize.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's about. It's exactly what it's about, right?
Attention is currency.
100% it is, more than ever. That's why I'm glad we're closing it off on that one. So find ways to get after it. Okay, well, listen, let's get you out of here. It's time for you to go. I'm going to get to the community corner here and wrap up here. We were supposed to have Michael Lazar, our guest from Vegas this morning, the movie producer, but I woke up this morning with a note saying he couldn't get after it technically. So we just got after it the way we did. So it was good. Good conversation. All good to go. All good to go.
My man, there's a possibility I may be in a hotel on Monday morning, but that's no biggie.
No biggie.
Especially now that if I got shitty service, we could bring me on with the phone.
You can bring in the phone line with John Anderson. Exactly.
Yeah, that's great, because sometimes these, swear to God, dude, you get in there, you talk to him about, hey, this is what I got. Oh, no problem. But I don't think they're, when you tell them we're running 2 streams, they don't realize it. I don't think they're not used to that.
Well, so in early September, I'm going to head over to watch Carter play some hockey in Saskatoon. So I'll be doing the show on the road, and I'm going to be focusing on finding a space where I can plug in. If they still have plug-in internet, they still have plug-in internet in hotels?
That's a great question.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's get you out of here. You have yourself a great day, pal. You get after it.
Have a good loop, my brother. See you in the morning.
For sure. We'll see you in the morning. All right, pal. Okay. All right, John is out of here, guys. I'll be wearing the same hat on Monday if John can't make it, so no worries, John. That's awesome. Michael Hers joining us in the community, on the Mornings in Live community here on Mornings in Live with Keith and Johnny and friends here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to get to the community corner. I need to get organized here with some of my topics. I got a mess of things here that need to get a little organized here. Got a bunch of things that I don't think we're going to get to today. And I don't know if we will get to them. I don't think they're that good. One of the things, team, I want to just throw it here, guys. When we're creating content, guys, we want to focus on Jimmy, Melissa. We want to focus on content that creates conversation. My job up here is not to read. So we want to find and just get a little better with that. Okay, so let's get to Jimmy, let's go to the how to create attention media. Let's get to that segment here on here's the question. If boring is dead, how do you create media that actually wins attention? So Jimmy, I think we got a segment here to get into. Let's cut to that one here. And we'll do that before we get...
Coming up next, we're not just talking about why boring is dead. We're showing you how to create attention instead.
Every morning, millions of men wake up and create content that gets completely ignored. They pour their expertise into posts, videos, and messages that disappear into the digital void. But what if the problem isn't what you're saying, it's how you're saying it? Here's the brutal truth. We're fighting for attention in an economy where focus is finite. The average person has just 6 hours of daily media time, and that number isn't growing. Meanwhile, content volume explodes exponentially. You're not just competing with your industry, you're competing with everything. Scientists at major universities have cracked the code on what makes content spread. The breakthrough isn't creating more content. Stop posting to fill the feed, start showing up to own the moment.
So here's the question. If boring is dead, how do you create media that actually wins attention? And here's what I've learned. Attention media has 3 rules. 3. We're going to get those 3, guys. Number 1, lead with energy. Yeah. not with information. And I will admit, we haven't had the most energy here today on the show. It hasn't been the most energetic show here today. To you guys, you're thinking, oh, fuck, what's this energy? Would not be our normally energetic show here. It was one of those shows where we had to pull it together with some changes to our guest situation. So we're pulling it together, literally progress over perfection on the fly. But guys, you don't want to get behind a microphone and just read and just deliver information. Why? Scroll past. Boring. Because all that stuff is instantly, readily available. And actually, I'm talking to all of you guys, including my team right now. I'm doing a teaching session with my team, including the Mornings in the Lab community. Our job is to not deliver information. It's not our job. Our job is to entertain and inform with that information. There's a difference, a big difference, right? Our job is to give our audience, and our audience's job is to lean in to the information and the entertainment that we are giving them so that they come back. So guys, rule number 1, lead with energy, because the information is readily available on Grok, on ChatGPT, Perplexity. It's readily available, instantly available, because most men, in my experience, as we're building our communities and creating, make the mistake of trying to inform before entertaining or inform before engaging. Boring. True story. Nobody leans into a spreadsheet, you guys. Nobody leans into a wall of words. No, they lean into a spark. There's a reason for the hat. There's a reason for the glasses. There's a reason for this. You got to bring energy first, guys. You got to bring the tone. You got to bring the body language. You got to bring the voice. You got to capture the attention. You've heard John Anderson do his hooks when he drops his content. It's always something along the lines of, you don't know what you don't know if you haven't gotten there yet. So right off the bat, he gets you. You got to capture the attention emotionally, then deliver the information. If you're sitting back there going, hi, my name is Keith Billis, and I got some information for you. Gone. Capture it instantly, immediately. Number 2, own the moment. Guys, live beats static. Video beats imagery. Pictures beat text. Static posts are wallpaper, guys. It's a true story, man. Live conversations, they're the windows. People want your presence. They want to see you thinking. They want to see you reacting. They want to see you engaging in real time. That's why, shows like ours, live media, overtakes social feeds, because attention flows where conversation feels alive. There's a reason you guys keep coming back every single day, because you crave the conversation. You crave the community. You crave the moment. You crave the unpredictability. And then number 3, guys, say something unforgettable. Have an opinion. And it's okay if your opinion changes. What? Yeah, true story. Your opinion can change. You might say something one day and then a few weeks later it changes, but the point is you have an opinion. People want your opinion. Back to what Michael Hurst says, they want to know where you stand. So part of your journey as a creator in today's attention economy is to put an opinion on the table. Put it out there. Even if you might not agree with it. What? Is he saying lie? Is he saying be untruthful about your opinion? No, I'm saying get somebody's attention. It's just an opinion. Do you think if Keith and John agreed on everything, it would be entertaining all the time? No. Look at yesterday's show with our wonderful guest, Charmaine, right? She came on and we had a little tiff. Was it really a tiff? No, it was entertaining for you guys. It got your attention. It kept you guys around for a while. It wasn't a bait and switch, but it was about being unforgettable in the moment. And attention media isn't about talking more. It's actually about saying less. Yes. Don't talk more. Say less with intention. to make that intention stick. One bold idea, one sharp line, one take that makes someone scrolling and start thinking to themselves, I want a piece of that. I want to lean into that. I want to hear that. I want more of that. I want to subscribe to that. I want to buy that. Here's the thing, you guys. Here is the thing. Everyone on the planet has access to a camera. Everyone has access to a mic. But not everyone knows how to make those minutes matter. That, you guys, is the real war that we are in right now. Because at the end of the day, your attention, my attention, their attention, everybody's attention is finite. It's not about being everywhere. It's about making sure that when people give you their time, you make them feel something that they can't ignore. So if you want to create attention media, I'm going to invite you to consider this. Stop posting to fill the feed. Start showing up to own the moment. So let's recap. Here's your takeaway. Here's your homework. 3 steps to create attention media. Lead with energy. Drop the facts. Open with the fire. Use the F word. Yeah, not the one you're thinking. Fire, not facts. People lean into your energy before they lean into the information. So if you get that energy out there, they're going to give you an extra few seconds to get to your facts. That's a true story. You really want to know how to get that attention? Go live. Because you're going to be the 1% for the 99% to listen to. Think about that for a second. Do you want to be the 99%? Or do you want to be the 1% that everybody listens to? Do you want to be in the audience or do you want to be on stage? Because these live conversations that we have, that you have, are the windows into you, the windows into the community you're building, and windows into the conversations that are happening. Real-time media grabs attention because it feels alive. That's why you guys are all here today. It's the same reason the big networks keep throwing billions and billions of dollars into live sports and live programming. It brings people today. It creates cultural moments. It creates places of conversation. And then, guys, number 3, make it stick. True story. Don't flood people with words. I cannot emphasize that enough. Make it simple. Drop one bold idea. One forgettable line that they can't scroll past. Maybe it's a line, it's a video, and then it's next. There's no need for this much text. Nobody's reading it. True story. That's the formula, you guys. Energy, live, sticky. I guarantee you, you follow that and you win in the attention war. How do I know? Because we're doing it. The social proof is happening. I was part of yesterday's war of social media. I was around when social media was being birthed. I was around for the eras and the days of brands leaning into and getting into social. And I'm now around for the world where social has died. And man, am I excited to be leading the edge of the conversation in this world of attention media, live conversation media, a new way to get noticed, a new way to build community, a new way to have conversation. So guys, take these 3 steps and make a difference. Win the war. Win the attention war. All right. Jimmy, I think we're going to go to the community corner. All right, guys, it's time for the community corner, where we are going to connect YouTube, LinkedIn, and Substack. Mornings in the Lab, coming up today, why life after 30 isn't a race, how stillness can solve more than action, and why your health is your best investment. Guys, let's get into it right now. All right, YouTube story number 1, life after 30, stop comparing and start living. Real men, real style breaks down the truth about life after 30. Social media says that you're behind, but you're not. Can we just stop calling it social media? It's media. There's nothing fucking social about it. There's actually nothing social. Nothing. It's just, there's nothing social about it. It's called media. Media says you're behind, but you're not. Energy changes, friendships matter more, and purpose beats. You see, if we keep calling it social media, we pretend that it's social, but it's actually I got to get my head wrapped around this. There's nothing social about it. Yeah, confidence comes from action, not potential. Life has no predefined schedule. Make your own and ask yourself this. Are you living by comparison or are you building something that lasts? Ask yourself. Go check out The Real Men, Real Style over on YouTube. True story. All right, Kindness Rising, Matt's back. Heather's birthday today. Had to give her a little love from Matt Roof. Kindness Rising. All right, guys, let's make our way over to Substack. Dr. Kelly Flanagan says we rush to fix problems that don't always need fixing. What the hell? Yeah. He reflects on how a bad mattress on vacation became a spiral of frustration when the real lesson was to sit with it. Sometimes the smart move is to pause, not push. So, do you act too fast, or can you let stillness give you clarity? And then, guys, let's move on over to LinkedIn here. Your health is your retirement account. Yep, true story on that one too. Dr. Ali Amiri compares health to money. If you don't make deposits now, like walking after meals or managing stress, you're going to pay later with pills and hospital bills. And healthcare eats 15% of retirement income, and that's money that could go to travel or family. So, guys, invest in your health today and compound the returns. What's one habit you could start right now to invest in your future? All right, guys, that's it. That's our community corner here. If you want your store featured, I invite you to tag us in your next post on Substack, LinkedIn, or YouTube, and we will happily show it on the show here. All right, Jimmy, let's get over to the Creator Spotlight, pal.
Every business depends on technology. Few leaders want to deal with it until it breaks. That's where this creator steps in. He helps companies cut wasted time and frustration by fixing the unglamorous tools they can't live without, like printers and document systems. Outside of business, he's raising 4 kids he calls giant slayers and challenging other men to step up as intentional fathers. The lab is celebrating Matthew Wells, the business technology warrior. Follow him for straight talk on faith, fatherhood, and building systems at work and at home.
Sorry, guys, I lost my stuff here. Sorry here, guys. Just a mess here. 1 second here, guys. Jimmy, run to the next one. Jimmy, let's run the next one, Jimmy.
What does it really mean to be a man today? For some, the answers feel trapped between empty labels and extremes. But there's a new conversation happening that makes space for men to thrive in their relationships and with themselves. From counseling middle schoolers to training clients in the gym to coaching leaders in fitness, the guy we're spotlighting is reshaping the narrative around masculinity. Meet Damon Mitchell, creator of As You Are on Substack, and a coach who believes the most important relationship you'll ever build is the one with yourself.
Yeah, Jimmy, I don't have that. I don't have this creator here. I don't know where anything is here. If you can get that to me, that would be helpful. Sorry, guys. I know it's a lot of quiet happening here. We are a little disorganized here. Progress over perfection. True story. I actually don't have it. Nope, not at all here. All right, so no, I can't read it. It's not formatted or nothing. So, okay, well, listen, let's keep the show rocking and rolling here, guys. Listen, you guys want to join the show here? 431-300-3005. That's it. 431-300-3005 can join the live conversation. Right here on the Mornings in the Lab Live Network. All right, guys. Sorry here. Just getting myself a little organized. A little bit of a mess here. Let's get to Jimmy. Let's get to yeah. All right. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. Boom, boom. We're gonna do a little bit of reset on the fly. We're gonna do a little bit of reset on the fly. It's what happens when you're building the airplane as you fly here. Okay, so here's what I think we're gonna do, Jimmy and Melissa. We're gonna work towards wrapping this baby up here because I'm not feeling very organized, and my goal here is to provide value. If I'm not providing value, then we're just wasting people's time. True story. Oh yeah. Yeah, Jimmy, let's do that. Let's take no, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring in Drew. I see Drew's phone is here. Looks like we got Lady Drew on the line here. What's going on, Lady Drew?
Say, y'all get off your booties and call in. We all enjoy listening to each other, seeing each other's statements. So, get in with positivity.
Lady Drew, Mornings in the Lab. Actually, Drew, Drew's coming to my rescue this morning. Drew's like, I'm hearing Billis fumble around there. I'm going to make a phone call and save Billis's back. Thanks, Drew.
Hey, what are friends for, honey? We got to all support each other and help each other. And when we have a faux pas, you know what? No big deal. We'll just work together, get through it, and have a wonderful time. And I love you all. You're all in my prayers. Blessed be each and every one of you. And always enjoy life.
I love it. Hey, Drew, curious, did you get nailed by Hurricane Aaron?
Well, what's going on here, hon, is that Carolina's requested emergency funds because some of Carolina is really bad, especially people are out further in the country than I am. Trees are falling, roads are collapsing, bridges are falling apart. So I hope they get what they're needing and make it best for everyone involved.
But have you been affected though? Like, have you been affected by the hurricane?
Honey, I am Wonder Woman I am Lady Drew, the Wonder Woman with a Siamese cat personality. Nothing's going to affect me. I can't get through, so I'm fine.
Has the storm hit you though? Like, it's been part of your world there though? Yeah.
Well, what's mainly going on here is we do have large trees out here in the country, and a lot of branches are falling down. Some trees have fallen down, but we're all okay here in Wilkesboro, North Carolina, and Wilkes County so far. But the storm is picking up speed. It's coming off the ocean. It's coming inland from the oceans that are around us.
Oh, yeah. We're a good time saying we got a lot of rain up here in Connecticut. And, we got a lot of rain here, too.
We got a lot of rain here, too.
We got a lot of rain here in Manitoba.
We got a lot of rain here, too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Keith, what?
I said we got a lot of rain here in Manitoba, too, although I know that wasn't from the hurricane. But I know you guys are getting slammed over there.
Well, I'm always used to getting wet and blown, so I'm okay with that, too.
Hey, we're talking attention media today. Lady Drew joining us here today talking about getting oh, Drew, you make me laugh.
Hey, and if you want to, Keith, add some peanut butter on it, baby. It'll taste better.
Oh, get out of here. Drew, what do you got going on today? What's going on in your agenda today?
Well, I have a doctor's appointment, because as most of you know, I got bit by a dog, which is a lovely dog. Shots updated, but I have stitches in, stitches out, still healing. So I got to go for a follow-up doctor appointment, but, I'm okay.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah, well, so, it's my middle finger on my right hand, so the flight on this bird has landed for a bit.
Nice. Well, listen, thanks for joining in the show.
How are you doing, Keith?
I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well here. Just getting after it here today, and and doing what we can to keep the show rocking and rolling here today on a Thursday as we're wrapping. Man, I can't believe it's already.
You and Matthew are doing. You, Matthew, Johnny, everyone, including audience participants. We all make the show wonderful. You know what? Keep up the great work, guys. I truly love and appreciate each and every one of y'all.
I appreciate it. All right, Drew, I appreciate you too. Thanks for joining the show today, okay? You have a good one.
All right, ciao for now.
All right, Drew's out of here. Lady Drew Bozier. I used to call her Lady Drew Boger until I was told it was Bozier. Yeah, and I thought it was actually Booger at first. And she's like, no, not Booger, Bozier. So Lady Drew Bozier, one of the OGs in the Mornings in the Lab community there with Good Time and Adam Holroyd and the gang, who's showing up here every single day as well here in the Mornings in the Lab community. Okay, so guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap up here today a little early. And we're not going to get to the third hour of Inside the AI Lab. Again, my promise has always been to provide value through attention, not to talk for the sake of talking. So we want to provide value, and today I don't think we're going to provide as much value as I would like to provide. So one of the benefits of doing a live streaming show is that you can turn off the switch when it's time to turn it off and regroup and get back at it better tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do. I got a few topics for tomorrow's show. Tomorrow's a free-for-all Friday. I invite you guys to come to it and get after it and bring what you guys want to talk about. And I'm curious to know what you guys are up to today. It appears Lady Drew just confirming the name. It appears like Booger. I swear it's snot, even though I've been told it's called Lady Drew Bozier. So which is awesome. Okay, so listen, on behalf of the entire crew here in the Mornings in the Lab Network, myself, Matt Roof, getting after at 7:30 Eastern time. And yes, Good Time. I'm going to check that alarm, brother. I appreciate that. I'm actually going to go do that after the show here. I'm going to go and turn that alarm on and see if it goes on. And then I will know whether it's actually still there or whether I need to call the pump service to pump the tank. But listen, on behalf of the whole crew here, we're going to get out. We're back at it tomorrow right here on the big network, the Mornings in the Lab live network, 7:30 Eastern time. Matty Roof is kicking off the show here. And then we'll be back at it at 8 o'clock. Myself, John Anderson, C. Marty Fit. I think Maddie's going to join us for tomorrow as well. And for all you guys want to join, I invite you guys to join the show as well. Listen, this conversation does not end right now. It continues in the Mornings in the Lab community. You can join the community by going to the YouTube channel and clicking join. Yeah, simple as that. So I invite you. I want to see you. I love to see your contributions in the Mornings in the Lab community right here on the Mornings in the Lab channel as part of the Mornings in the Lab live network. Myself, Matt Roof, John Anderson, and the gang. Have a good one, guys. We're going to get out of here, and we're going to regroup, get back at it tomorrow so we can continue providing value to help you guys get up, get after it, not hit the snooze button. Michael Hers, appreciate you. We'll see you Monday. Guys, we'll see you back here tomorrow, right here in the lab. Have a good one, guys.